Yes, sir.
Suchiter, English is going to be your preferred medium for interview?
Yes, sir.
Fine, Suchiter. You must have noticed that we are taking adequate care when it comes to COVID.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's why we have taken several steps. One of the steps is that we have kept your chair at adequate distance
Yes.
so that you feel safe and others also feel safe, right? Another advantage of this arrangement is that since you're at a safe distance from anybody in this room, therefore you can choose to remove your mask if you feel like. Would you like to remove that?
Yes, sir.
Please do, because otherwise there is also that fogging issue with the mask when
Yes,
the
sir.
glasses are there, right? So, right, comfortable?
Yes, sir.
You're not having any symptoms yourself?
No, sir.
Good. So let us start then. I want you to introduce yourself to board members.
So, as you mentioned, my name is Suchiter Sharma. I hail from border village Slad of Jammu district of J&K UT. I have did my graduation from Government Gandhi Memorial Science College, Jammu. My interest include watching web series and listening and reciting karaks. I basically belong to a family of farmers.
Okay. You're basically from Jammu.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I can see that you were born in 1999.
Yes, sir.
So that makes you a young candidate, very young candidate.
Yes.
Aren't you too young to get into civil services? I mean, it's true that you're eligible. But do you believe that you're mature enough to handle the pressures that are expected here?
Yes, sir. I feel that I am eligible enough to handle those pressure. I have been brought up in those tough conditions of the rural background, and I have learned many things there. So I think, sir, I am eligible for that. I am ready to face the pressure that is being faced by the civil servant.
Give me a few instances which shows that you do have that kind of maturity.
So from the very beginning, as I mentioned, my house is distantly located from my school also. I hail from border village. So distance from my school to my from my house to my school was around 30 kilometers. I used to travel regularly from class 4th till class 12th. And after that, when I moved to my graduation, my college were more distantly located. So it was around 35 kilometers from my house. So I used to, for first 2 years of my college, I used to go by bus. So I have that condition, I have faced that situation, that how to handle pressure. And side by side, I was preparing for civil services. I was managing my college work. So, and simultaneously in my first attempt, just after my graduation is over, I cleared civil services. So I think I have felt that pressure and I'm ready to face the pressure that is actually being felt by the civil servant.
Okay. Suchiter, you're coming from Jammu.
Yes, sir.
Jammu, after that decision, has become a UT.
Yes, sir.
Like Kashmir and Ladakh is.
Yes, sir.
If I ask you to compare the UT of Jammu in comparison to Delhi, which is state UT or UT, can you point out to what exactly are the point of differences?
So more or less, both are union territories. So major difference that lies that in case of Jammu and Kashmir, except land, all other subjects will be controlled by central government. And in case of New Delhi, all the subjects are controlled by central government. So we have autonomy in case of land. Decision related to land can be taken by state legislature, whereas in case of Delhi, it cannot be taken by state legislature.
Jammu has a state legislature?
So yes, it has state legislature, but till now it has no elections have been taken place. Delimitation Commission is working. So in few months, or we can say after 6 months, we can see state legislature. Thereafter, the delimitation work will be over.
What exactly is the rationale of having UTs nowadays? Union territories. The very idea of territories is so colonial, isn't it? We have a union territory of, say, Andaman Nicobar, a place which is thousands of kilometers away, being administered by Delhi. It looks more like colonialism. What is your take?
Although, sir, the setup was during the colonial times, but as I feel that earlier, as we know that Jammu and Kashmir it was a erstwhile state. Now it has been broken down into union territory. So the reason was that the past setup that was created by the center was not working well. The state that development that it would have achieved over the period of time, it was not achieved by Jammu and Kashmir. So all those steps necessitated central government to convert Jammu and Kashmir, including Ladakh, into union territory.
You've taken zoology as your optional paper.
Yes, sir.
If you look at the militancy in Jammu and Kashmir, that's been on for many, many years, how has it affected the fauna and flora of the state?
So disruptions have led to militancy in the valley has led to various attacks by the militants, and those attacks have actually disrupted the fauna and flora Kashmir has a fragile flora as well as fragile fauna. So even anything that occurs as violent, it is going to affect that area. So
But that seems too general a statement. Tell me specifically how is it affected? I mean, if it is terrorism, for example, militancy, it should be good for a forest. People will not venture into forest because of they are afraid of militancy. That will be good for environment. I mean, I'm not saying that we should have terrorism everywhere. What I'm suggesting is, why are you saying that it is affected negatively? It may be a positive impact.
sir, a forest is often used by Naxals as hiding places, and maybe it is used by militants for crossing, and it is used for infiltration purpose.
But how will it affect the environment negatively? I mean, I'm not at all suggesting that it's a good idea, but tell me as a zoology student that why do you believe that such militancy or violence is bad for environment?
Sir, according to my knowledge, till now, whatever I have gathered, sir, I feel that when bomb attacks or IED blasts are occurring, they're definitely going to disrupt the environment. Sir, I don't know anything beyond that. Sorry for that.
Okay, thank you.